OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Yeah. Experts on reload. Yeah. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Rooms is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal revolution. Ayy. Ordinal revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it start? Nobody knows. It's a revolution. Ayy, Bitcoin is the one, no substitution. Ayy, with Shizzy and your Gobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystems. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We are live for another Ordinal hour, and we have a great show for you guys today. This one is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We got prices up, guys. We got Satoshi going up right now. We got, the Mr. Yen, Japanese businessman going up. We got a lot of good things happening in the market right now. RSIC just got listed again on another exchange. We have a lot to talk about and a lot to go over. We're going to be playing some video games today. We're going to be talking about Foxy just about to drop their video game, and they actually gave us access to it, so we're going to be showing you guys. So that's going to be fun. I took along on Surf. I'm going to be showing you guys that. Surf.1 is it's a Merlin play, right? It's fun. And then we do have a bunch of other stuff we're going to cover. We do have Traverse coming on the show at 12 o'clock. We're going to be jumping in with them, kind of getting the security stuff going, guys, because it's good to have good hygiene with your wallets and with your security, and Traverse is something you don't need a hardware wallet for. You just need a website and a Google Authenticator and an email, and you're good to go. But we're going to talk to Abdul later all about that. We do have some other stuff we're going to talk about too. The track validator presale. That's exciting, guys. Exciting. If you're in a tap ecosystem, you're going to want to listen to that stuff. So, but I'm excited to get this thing started. So I'm going to bring in my partner here, as always, Mr. Iago B. What's up, buddy?
What is up, man? Bringing the energy on a Wednesday hump day, but we're here for it. We are here. There's tons of news. I'm excited to jump right in.
What a week, man. What a week so far. We're midweek. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? The ETH ETF is going to really bring excitement, especially to like the layer twos, like Merlin and sidechains and stuff like that. How are you feeling in general just about the space?
Man, I feel like the energy just kind of jumped up really quickly. We were in this kind of middle ground of like what's going to happen next, right? And on our show early Monday, we said, hey, look, we break above 70K, and I was thinking maybe a week out, maybe towards the end of the week we'd cross that. But I said that 70,000 mark is a psychological mark for me, at least, and I think maybe some other people in the space, to really get the ecosystem going and buzzing. And we broke above 70,000 that day when we said that. And then, of course, it takes a couple of days at least. I would say like usually a week and a half, 2 weeks to get things going. But we're starting to see like the energy fading into like, the ecosystems, right? then the Ethereum ETF announcement is here too. And some Bitcoin maxis are not happy about that, but I think the entire space is starting to realize that like the main players in this crypto ecosystem need to be cohesive, right? There needs to be like a kind of a cohesive relationships, and I think that is what the future is of this space. Obviously, Bitcoin's number one, always will be in our hearts and minds as well. But that doesn't mean that there aren't any other parts of the space that are important as well. So
Yeah. Maxis are the new Jamie Dimon, right? It's the same thing, just over. So it's just funny at this point, because like when you think about the Maxis and stuff like that, there's no difference between them and Jamie Dimon, right? It's the same thing. Jamie Dimon's like, yo, you're gonna corrupt my financial system. The Bitcoiners are like, you're gonna corrupt my blockchain. It's the same thing. It's just so funny that they don't see that, but it is what it is. Everything kind of moves forward with innovation, no matter if they like it or not. So
yeah, true, 100%. It's funny and ironic whenever times like that happen, to where it's like you become who you hate. You know what I mean? And I think like the people that are more open-minded to like different ecosystems, and obviously building out an ecosystem on Bitcoin, are more open-minded to being happy for other ecosystem success. Right? It's not about just only my basket of goods should be thriving. We want everybody around here to do well. So but yeah, that's kind of how I view things.
yeah, and at the end of the day, no matter what blockchain you're on, with what protocol you love, what protocol you hate, we're all Bitcoiners at the end of the day, right? Even guys who are like ETH maxes and stuff, they need Bitcoin to succeed for their project to do well, no matter what it is. So everything comes with the king, and now I guess you can call Ethereum the queen, because once that ETF gets going, the queens are going to come out. But no, just kidding around. Yeah. But let's get into
the Solana the prince. Is Solana the prince? No, I'm just kidding.
The princess.
The princess. Yeah. No, all right. Let's jump into some Bitcoin price action here. Pulling up my screen. And we are looking at the hour chart, guys. So that time period I was talking about on Monday was like right when the show started, so like we're talking about like 10, 11 p.m. or a.m. Central, and that climb up started to happen, and we were just kind of saying, hey, 70,000, it crosses it, that's a big psychological barrier, and it like did it with ease. It was like, hold my beer whenever we said that, and then like it was like, we're going there, we're heading there. And then next thing you know, everybody's all happy. We've been talking about this all week because we needed it. I feel like, we were in a rut for about 2, 3, 4 weeks, and now we are here, right? So that happened. That really brought us all the way to like 72K. I think it was Monday, into that Monday night. Been sideways since then. And then Tuesday kind of retraced, which was normal. I feel like whenever you have a 66 to 72,000, jump up $6,000, even though it's Bitcoin, that's still that's a big jump up. And now we're kind of chopping back and forth with expectations to kind of, feed off of that energy, as well as like this other news that's coming, in other ecosystems, as well as our own ecosystem. News is being released like day by day, right? So I see a continual kind of a little bit of a chop, possibly like in the 70 to 72,000, maybe to finish this week. And then like, heading into next week, I think is maybe like, we'll see, more upside. And we're already seeing the effects, flow into like runes price action and stuff like that as well. So this is all very, very exciting to me. Where do you see Bitcoin ending the week and possibly like heading into next week?
I think all-time high on Friday. I think the ETF gets pushed in tomorrow, if not later today. And I think Ethereum really does I think Ethereum's probably like $6,000 by next week. I think it does a full double, a full 80% from here, and I think that's going to do. It's going to push everything up, but I think Bitcoin's going to glide with it. And for Bitcoin to get to all-time high, I mean, we're like 6% away from that. So I don't think it's going to do the move that Ethereum's about to do. And I think that because nobody was expecting the Ethereum ETF, right? Nobody was expecting it, and it's one of those things where it's not built in right now, and they're priced in, and that's all going to come. And what that's going to do, it's going to make the entire ecosystem and stuff like that. So if you're in Ethereum, you're going to be very happy. But Bitcoiners, man, I think our ecosystem we're going to roll too. I think Bitcoin's going to go up to all-time high, maybe get 76, 78K by next week. But you're going to see your runes get to a $3 billion market cap. You're going to see your
let's go.
I truly believe that. I think we triple. I think the runes triple right now. I think the BRC20s, rats and sats and Ordi, I think they all, you know, maybe double from here. I'm talking within the next week. I think this, you know, the next 2 weeks are going to be absolutely insane. I think the bull market's here. I truly believe that. I think we are just in the very, very beginning of it, and I think the next 4 months are going to be pretty crazy up until, you know, up until we get closer to the election, and we might have a like kind of falling off after the election. And then next year is going to be insane, and that's just my prediction. I'm just a guy on the internet. Don't take anything I say like with a grain of salt, because I've been wrong a lot, but I just feel it, man. I feel it.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I told you, I said, you know, in our private conversation, I said, you know, probably about 2 weeks. We'll that's whenever the vibrations and people will start feeling frisky with their profits, and you know, especially if Bitcoin hits an all-time high. Let's say it gets to 76,000 on Friday. Let's say it continues and it goes to like between 76 and 80 next
Yeah.
week. I know that people are probably like, "Whoa, guys, hold on," you know, we just crossed 70, but you know, anything is possible. There's a bunch of positive vibes coming from Congress. Our government, for the first time, seems to be both on both sides, the House and the Senate, and like they're trying to be pro crypto as much as possible. That's huge, right? For the sentiment, right? And yeah, you just brought it up. Like Senator Loomis, you know, says there's a bipartisan majority in both chambers of Congress in favor of crypto. Guys, like this is different this time. And I know people are like, "Oh, it's different this time." People always say that, but it really is. I forgot who it was. He's an old school Democrat. Actually voted for, you know, the was it the SAB 121 to get overturned, right? And
Yeah, it was
you never see that.
Senator Majority Leader
Chuck Schumer.
Yeah,
Chuck Schumer. Like I never thought I would see that, because like typically him and Elizabeth Warren are on the same side, you know, fighting and all that stuff. So now like a lot of the stuff that is coming out of the government that we just heard were whispers and rumors and stuff is actually coming to fruition. Like it seems like they're really, not only the president, the White House is at stake here now. Like Democrats are losing their Senate seats over this, and that's why I think that they're kind of like, guys, we can't win this war. We gotta, you know, just let up. Let's go ahead and, you know, let's make sure that, you know, things are good, but like not fight against it anymore. And I think that's going to be just so bullish for this bull run.
100%. You know, it's a losing battle. I think Schumer finally sees it. You can't come against us, because we're getting bigger and bigger every day. Every time Bitcoin goes up, we get stronger, and we get we can't be beat right now. As a crypto whole, we're going to take a big part of the, you know, of the voting system. I truly believe that. I think we're going to become 10% at least people that just vote for the sake of crypto, right? Because I'm a one issue voter at this point, right? Like all the other stuff to me really doesn't matter, because I want financial freedom. I want to have, you know, that freedom for the rest of my life, and that comes through financial gains. At the end of the day, we're all here for financial gains, right? We're all here because we love Bitcoin, and we're all here for financial gains. So I think that I kind of vote my pockets here, and I think Schumer and a lot of these other people are finally seeing it. And Senator Loomis, she's been seeing it for a long time, and she's one of the very progressive,
conservatives, which is an oxymoron, right? Progressive conservatives. But you're right, you know, and then you have like plays like Merlin that kind of plays off of both, right? Because it is the EVM technology. It falls into the altcoin category, but it does service a lot of Bitcoin layer 1 assets. So like you've seen it like the past 2 days, Merlin's up, I think like crazy, like 11% or something, 13% over the 24-hour period. It jumped up from 34 cents to 40 right now. And I think you even like gambled a little bit on that and won, because we were like, man, Merlin's was getting beat down for so like long after like the releases, and there was that FUD period, but obviously they're still building. They didn't scam anybody like all these fake rumors people were saying. And so now, you know, these bigger whales are saying, hey, they're here building. What are you talking about? I'm getting these cheap, and it looks like a lot of them picked up Merlin cheap off the floor, because it's I believe it's heading towards 50 cents. I could be wrong, but it seems that way to me.
Yeah. Yep. And you got to remember too, like a lot of the you know, the investors and stuff like that, they got in at 49 cents. So right now it's cheaper than a lot of the investors. You know, that's huge. So it's one of those things where, and they're about to launch, you know, the bridge. I mean, they got the bridge going one way. It's probably going to open the other way eventually, within the next week or two. And that's
going to open the other way for certain whitelisted tokens, I believe.
Is it already?
Yeah, for certain,
Okay.
like dog go to the moon, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, but your point that you just made is like, some of these like early investors got in at higher prices than this. So let's go ahead and put our logic hats on. Use
Yeah.
your brain. 2 + 2 = what, right? Kind of. We're not going to say it and paint the picture for you guys. I mean, you guys are smart enough to watch our show,
Yeah.
so we know you can put it together. But
it's getting back to that price. It has to. And the reason why it's down is only because of the airdrops and people who participated in the seal. They wanted to take their money back to L1, and that means converting their Merle back into Bitcoin and taking that back, which is completely understandable. At the end of the day, Bitcoiners are Bitcoiners for a reason. So, but then now you're going to see the true believers actually come back. And I think that happens. But we're going to get into that. I took a long on surf, and I'm going to let you guys show you all that. But first, we're going to do 2 quick things. We're going to jump into the price action on runes, and then we'll do roll call. So I know you guys are wondering when's roll call. We're going to give you a little bit more time.
Really quick, guys, put your questions in the chat for the Ordinal After Hour. Today's After Hour is going to be really great because we're going to have Abdul from Traverse on walk us through some steps. But you guys definitely put your questions in for us. And if you have any Traverse questions, put them in there, and we'll get them started up. But let's get into some runes price action here.
Let's do it. So in that number 1 spot, we got Fuhu down 3% on the day, followed by Dog Go to the Moon. This one is a runner. It's a track star sitting at up 20% today, followed by Arsic Genesis Rune down a little bit, but they got listed today on another exchange, Ascend. I never heard of Ascend. Did you hear of Ascend?
I haven't, but like, this is something I expected, right?
Yeah.
Just because like a lot of smaller ones are going to just start listing them, and then it's going to build up to like the big one, right? So right now, like Arsic, Runecoin, and Dog Go to the Moon, really Leonidas and the Arsic team are going to really get to showcase what they really are about, right? What they have, because I think right now is going to be the most important time because they're both shooting for those big exchanges and Binance and stuff. So
yeah, and I think there'll be a huge listing within the next I think 6 to 10 days. We see something get listed either on Kraken, Binance, or another one on OKX. But I think it's coming soon, which is going to take this entire ecosystem up. And we got followed by Pups. Pups down a little bit, but Pups ran real hard last week, down a little bit, down 4% today, sitting at $174 million market cap. Followed by BAMP. Did you see their Nakamoto? I mean, their USD token is trading on.
I saw that. It's a BRC20.
It is,
dude. So okay. Now I'm a little bit like rah bam. I'll tell you why. Not just because BRC20, but like the fact that they're using like 2 meta protocols, and we're starting to see this more, dude. Like on the tap side too, like BRC20 track, BRC20 Ghosty tap tokens in that ecosystem, runes tokens interacting with BRC20s. If I was a little bit guessing that it was going to be a multi-meta protocol fungible token standard on Bitcoin, but if that happens, man, that will be crazy.
Yeah, dude, it would be. It's gonna. I think it's gonna get exciting over here. I think it really is, and I think we're right, dude. I just feel it right now, bro. I feel it. But should keep going. We got Rune X up 24% today, sitting at 0.264 sats. This is the one that got airdropped to everyone, right? I think I have some of this.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't get airdropped. I don't know why, but that makes me sad.
What was it? This one or was another one?
I missed out on something.
Remember.
We got 201 people in here, guys. Smash that like for us.
go.
Make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel and share on the Twitter Spaces for us, please.
Yep. And if you want to be a part of roll call, get your comments in. Just put a yo in there. Let's see who's here. I want to see who is here before the bull market really gets started. I want to make sure that all you guys are recognized. So just throw a yo in the comments if you are here. You got a few more minutes.
Yo.
And then we have a decentralized. This one's just down only. Everything else is up, and I'm sitting here with a giant bag of it.
I don't mean to laugh, man, but it's crazy. Yeah, I don't get what's going on with that. I mean, obviously, we know that they airdrop to a ton of people, but I guess the upside is you can still get it cheap.
Yep, it kind of reminds me of when I was on Phantom and like I was holding like Beats, but then Spooky Swap would run, and I'm like, why isn't Beats running? And then I would sell my Beats for Spooky Swap, and then Beats would fly off, and I was like, I played this game before. I'm not selling. I'm just gonna hold. So
yes,
it's
hot potato at that point.
Yeah, it's definitely giving me those bull market vibes again. Satoshi Nakamoto up huge today, sitting at $1.63. This one is running up 30%, bro.
Let's go, Satoshi Nakamoto. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Followed by Runix token down 19%, really getting handled here. Oh, we got Wanko Manko back to 20 cents. This is huge.
Yes, sir. That was one of my plays. Love it.
Running. Lobo to Wolf Pup down 6%. Well, I think a lot of people are starting to bridge Lobo over from Merlin and kind of selling it over here now.
Yeah,
the price
I'm
that
just
they
not
want.
big on that one either. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
me
for
neither.
you Lobo pups out there.
Yeah, and for me, it's a little bit, we scheduled them for an interview and they did a space at the
A
same
little bit
time.
personal
So
on that, and I get
a
it.
little bit personal for me. So I'm not a big fan of those guys anymore. But Wada Wada Pengu in that 13th spot, followed by Zbit Blue Bitcoin down 4%. Donald Trump, the Donald, is in the building
Donald.
up 59%
Let's
today.
go.
I was lucky enough to get this around 6 cents.
When are my Trump puppets going to pump, guys? Where's the puppet community? I need my Trump puppets to pump. Those are like the dopest Trump
trumpets.
derivative or trumpets. The trumpets, yeah, dopest puppet derivatives.
I agree, man. I think they will go. I think the election is going to pop up everything Trump. This is a hold for me up until the probably mid-October would probably be a good time to sell this, honestly. Gob sitting here down 9%, followed by Nicholas Pie up 37%. Honey Badger Coin down a little bit, and then Rune Alpha Cook down a little bit. Intergalactic, shout out my man Chris IMSO.
Let's go.
This is one I'm very bullish on. Sitting not much volume, only $840 in volume over the last, but this is a good one.
I want to talk about that one real quick. I feel like he's gonna integrate that into. I mean, that's the whole point of him launching the Runes token is to integrate it into his payment rails. So I think it'd be good to get him back on. He's always a great guest co-host, and always stepping up for us and stuff. And maybe we can get some information of when those payment rails are going to start. But I'm bullish on everything that Chris is building. So excited for the future of that one.
And Chris has been in Ordinals from the beginning, right? You've got to support those type of guys, right? So this is something I'm hoping does really well, just for Chris. And now this is the last one I want to hit on is Arcano Capos sitting on 16 cents.
What do you think about that one? Curious on your thoughts on that one. It's kind of a wild card, right?
It has a big pre-mine. That's the only reason why I'm not more bullish on it.
Does it?
Yeah, it has a big pre-mine. So that's the one thing, and it's in Casey's bio, or it was in Casey's bio. That was big. And I think your boy, I can't forget his name, the YouTuber, you know what I'm talking about? He pumped this all the way up to about 50 cents and now come crashing back down. But so
well, the pre-mine's not that big, 210,000.
Oh, that's it. What's the supply?
2
million, 21 million,
21 million. So it's actually
that's not that big.
Yeah,
no, it's like 1%, 2%.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Mr. Yen, the Japanese businessman himself.
You got to salute Mr. Yen, man.
This is my favorite meme. This guy, he's the hardest working guy in Ordinals. He doesn't stop. The only thing he does is love his son.
Yo, if there's a real Mr. Yin out there, man, like we want to meet you. Please come to the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. Yes, we will throw an event for Mr. Yin. That's for sure.
Then Bitcoin Pepe Matrix down about 5%. Karma down 5%. This one kind of sucks because it was a tap token and it converted to a rune, and it's like go back to being a tap token.
But I don't get it. They're like grasping for straws, but
they really are, man. And I just wish they would just take a breath and just wait.
Just be like patient. Know the room, learn the room. You know what I mean? Like learn the space. Like it's just I don't know, but yeah, that's enough about that.
All right. We're gonna see who's here. Let's see who's first. I think it's Mr. Sheedy wins today. Congratulations, Mr. Sheedy. I was
I was gonna say, like, I want to give Mr. Sheedy props, man. Him and I Walk Alone. I wanted to jump in there last night, but I was watching a movie with my wife, and so she hates when my attention goes away for cryptos specifically. So, but like, man, like Mr. Sheedy's getting in it, like he's getting deep in it, and he's been on bitmap.game before for a while. He's created his own avatar. He's one of our longtime community members. So the fact that like he's in there and utilizing projects in our space, so big props to Mr. Sheedy and I Walk Alone and you for going in there, and you can talk and stuff, right? So
it was
pretty
cool. We were in there. It was basically like a Twitter Spaces, just a little less. It was just hanging out, and you're running around chasing each other and stuff. And Miss Sheedy has a really cool bitmap, and he has like games and stuff from Ord's games. So we're messing around, playing games and stuff. It was a fun time hanging out with Sheedy and I Walk Alone. But continuing the roll call here, we got Yazir. He says, "Hey people, could you bridge dog from Merlin to BTC?" Yes, you can do that now, right?
Yes, from Merlin, I believe so. I'm not 100%, but I believe it was both ways for the whitelisted runes. So the way that that bridge is gonna work is just so there's not like crazy amount of people sending stuff into this NPC wallet that gets bridged over. It's going to be like managed in terms of, okay, this is for this token or whatever. So just be a little bit patient with that. But like I said, Merlin has had the biggest head start, and Unicross is going to be a huge part of that. And so 2 weeks, a month down the road, I feel like there's going to be things flying on dexes and stuff on Merlin, Bitcoin layer 1 stuff.
Yeah, man. And we got followed by my man Todor in the building, 200 Billy. Let's go. Todor. And we got Superfan. Shout out Superfan, man. Amazing builder, this guy. Yazir again. Then we got Glasshopper. I Walk Alone. No. And then we have Chain Watcher.
So it's Nuno.
Is it Nuno?
Yeah, Nuno. We'll just like Coach Katz, we're just gonna keep it no.
No. And then we have Crypto Mamba in the building. Akala, my man broke Oshi. How you doing, buddy? And we got Dan H, Bit Renz, BJJ Zach, and then we have Ant-Man. Welcome to the show. Patty Poo, man. Shout out my man Patty Poo. Always here, man. Appreciate you. And saying KDN, Crypto Hot News, Brandon Wambler, Johnny Utah, Crypto Hot News again, eBuck. Welcome to the show, my friend. And we have let's see, Crypto Mona. Crypto Mona's been here all week, man. Shout out Crypto Mona. And then we have Alpha Gamer. Alpha Gamer's here. And then let's go. Yo Street. Who else? Joseph. How am I saying that?
Joseph. Yep.
Joseph. Welcome to the show. Toshi, my man. Let's see. DJ Opa. Opa. Kal-El. Shout out Superman in the building. And we got John. John, welcome to the show. We love John here. Shout out John. But that is your roll call. Any let's see if we got any last people. No. All right, we're good. That's roll call.
There's two things we preach on here, guys: consistency and persistence, right? And so you guys that show up for this roll call every day, you guys follow through, and so we appreciate all of y'all. And sometimes you guys miss a day, we get it, and that's cool. But it's about consistency, and that's how we got here, and that's how we are all going to make it in the end. So appreciate y'all showing up. We got 230 people in here on a Wednesday on the first half hour of the show. But let's jump into some topics.
Real quick, we do have some latecomers here: Cindy, Sanford, and Everything Christian. Shout out you guys, but my bad. Go ahead.
Awesome. All right, I want to start off with the biggest news of the day, in my opinion, which is the track validator pre-sale news. Okay, so we've all been waiting for news about the track validators, right? And so what we know from a high level, basic level, is that Track is setting up a validator system, if you will, to be able to stake your track and earn tap token, right? To become a validator, to make their tap ecosystem decentralized. So Benny's doing it right, with this. He's trying to get as many validators as needed to make this a decentralized ecosystem, right? And so what does this mean? This means that there's opportunity with this because you can earn off of your track. And I'm going to go to their post that they posted today. And it says, Track Validator Presale. We've just published our latest Medium article, which provides details of our Track Validator presale. So you can now find out how to participate, price of validators, the benefits, and when. And the link to the article is there. So if you follow Track, you can go straight to this article. But I'm going to kind of go through this pretty quickly and hit on the main points here. It says this article provides details around the validator presale and how to participate. We know that the community has been highly anticipating our validator program for some time. Considering the potential rewards for those who participate, this is entirely understandable. Given the significant appetite within the community, we've taken care to only communicate detailed information once we knew we could be as precise as possible. But today is that day. Firstly, it is important to clarify that this is a pre-sale for validators and that the actual validator program will not be live for some time. So this is kind of still up in the air, so we don't know when that time frame is. And it says what individuals, institutions will obtain from this pre-sale is the right to a license to run a validator once they become available. So the total supply is 3,000 validators. The steps are you purchase a node, start validating, and you earn TAP. All right. So really quick, the 3,000 validators represent the total number that will be available over the next 10 to 12 months. So about a year. The sale will be conducted in 10 batches of 300 validators with a maximum of 50 validators per address. So one address, max validators 50. Each batch you'll get 300 max validators per batch, right? So you can see the rounds right here, all 10 batches. So I imagine, there's going to be ways that people got into each round, whitelisted, partnerships, stuff like that. And as you can see, as the rounds get later throughout the time frame, it gets more expensive. So you're talking about 300 track in round one. So I imagine this is probably more institutional geared, right? Because they expect a lot of validator purchases in round one. And as you go on, as you can see, it goes up, right? But here's another part too. We'll skip all this right here because this part right here talks about the ecosystem validation, because not everybody has 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 track, except for Karma. They do some people in the swapping Karma for track. I don't know why anybody would do that, but anyways, besides the point. So what they are doing is you get to swap track and get TAP token, Spooky token, which we believe, this is speculation, we believe this is the TAP token of Ghosty.
Yeah.
And then Foxy, which is obviously Foxy Bitverse, that's their token. And Launchpunks, which is a new launch pad for the TAP ecosystem. And then it says more here. So the way this will work is you will be able to swap your track for these, but you're also going to earn, you're going to act as like a pool validator, right? So you're going to earn the TAP token and kind of, because these people are the smaller guy, if you will, you don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of track. You can do it this way to where the third party is going to manage it for you. You can earn, some of these TAP tokens and earn some of these other tokens as well. But they're going to also probably get a little cut for managing it for you. So Shizi was talking about this yesterday, and it kind of followed exactly what he predicted. But what are your thoughts on what I've read and what we know so far about this validator pre-sale?
This is a very normal DeFi play here for a lot of like this. They're working as like a chain, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of DeFi come up because of that. So they're going to be you're going to be able to give these third party coins or projects your track, right? And you're trusting them to stake it. And a lot of times what happens is you'll get the TAP reward, but then you'll also get another token as well. And that's why I'm bullish. So there's gonna be a lot of projects that are gonna be popping up because of this, because now you're gonna be able to stake your track and earn the TAP token, but you're probably gonna be able to earn a bigger portion of that, whoever that project is, you're gonna be able to earn a portion of their token as well. So not only will you earn the TAP, you're gonna be paying some of that TAP rewards to that third party, but you're going to receive their token as well. Not sure who they're going to be yet, but I know if I was a project and I was thinking, hey, this is an opportunity for us, this is a huge opportunity for someone to create something around this and just to potentially be that validator so you don't have to. And they're going to be purchasing the validator, staking your track, earning the TAP, and then potentially paying you out in their token as well at pretty high APYs. So I'm definitely excited for something like that. I think this is the beginning of BitFi, and we're gonna have a BitFi summer.
Yep. Kind of breaking news real quick. Merle just blasted off. It's about to hit 43 cents. And I don't want to break into this because I'm going back to this, but I just saw that in the corner of my eye. But yeah, so back to the track validator though, situation. So 3 plays here, in my opinion. 1, if you are a whale or institution that has a ton of track, you're probably going to get as many validators as possible. You're going to probably have multiple wallets, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But that's not most of the public, right? So that's going to be one strategy. The second strategy is, maybe you have a good amount of tracks, so you could try to go for some of these, compete with these VCs and stuff, and try to earn. So actually, I guess like four different strategies. So that's the second one. The third one would be joining this pool, right, and trying to earn these tokens and stuff. And the fourth one would be to try to take advantage of as much track being locked up as possible, price go up, and then you flip that way, right? And I think all four have a different time frame of where that strategy is best, right? And one thing I want to say, even though I'll probably lean more towards the latter, that doesn't mean the other ones won't work, because we're so early in this bull run and so early in this track ecosystem. You could stake for 12 months to, from now into next summer, and bull run's even more crazy. We don't know, and make a ton off of your tap rewards or whatever. But I don't know. Out of those four different strategies, what are you thinking on leaning towards?
I want to stake. I want to stake for the third party. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Just because not only will I be earning the tap reward, but I'm going to earn that third party's token. I think that is the true DeFi play, the true degen play as well. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's the play that I'm doing. I'm taking my, I got like, I don't know, a 5,000 track, I think, and I'm gonna take that 5,000 track and I want to stake it in a third party, earn that third party's token. That's going to take my track and get the validator. They're going to earn the tap token and the other tokens, potentially pay me out an APY. This is a very degen strategy. I don't recommend any like this, but potentially I can put in a $3 track and pull out a $30 track in a year from now. So, and the entire time I'm just taking my yield, and I'm going to be selling that yield as I get it, especially the yield that because that's kind of how it works. They become dump tokens. I'm not saying tap's going to be a dump token, but when you're paying out in reward, a lot of the times that becomes a constant Bitcoin play until the APY gets lowered. So in the beginning, my strategy is to any rewards that I get, I'm going to be selling right away into Bitcoin, and then I'm going to be riding my track, and maybe even investing in more track and playing that game as well.
Yeah, and if this validator group really builds out and this plays out, man, this could be huge for Track, Benny, his team, the people that believed in them this whole time, and the tap ecosystem, because that would be, essentially like a very transparent, decentralized way of doing things with his ecosystem, right? So excited about that. And I know John's happy because he's we were talking on Twitter and he was just like, this is crazy. I was like, yeah, we're definitely covering this today, because it's big news. It's huge news, and I'm happy for Benny and his team and stuff. I can't wait to see the stuff rolled out and stuff like that.
And think about it too, it's going to open up an opportunity on the Merlin L2 or the sidechain, because you can potentially bridge your track over there, lock it up over there, and then bridge it out on their end and stake it into a validator, and then you're earning a more DeFi way on the sidechain, right? You potentially earn and do a lot more things over there. So this really opens up an opportunity for sidechains. And I know the track guys don't like that, but I just want to see all the opportunity, because and just give you guys every point of view, and you guys can do whatever you want with it. But I think that's going to open up a lot of DeFi. I think track really starts BitFi summer.
Yeah, and also I think like builders too, like even in the tap ecosystem, are more open-minded to that too, because we were talking to Foxy, and he was like, yeah, like we're talking to Merlin as well, like he was like, we are tap ecosystem, to be clear, but like we're open to working with other side chains and stuff like that, just to expand, because there's gonna be a point of like scaling, you know what I mean? But I do understand some of the points of like, let's solidify the layer one foundation first, with whatever their ecosystems are. So I'm understanding that point of view, and I think people are like, Bitcoin Asia was probably like a very effective conference, because the people that came back were like, look, we understand each other a lot more now. There's a lot more understanding there, so that's good.
100%. I'm kind of jumping right into here then because we just kind of said it. Might as well just keep it going. Ghosty speculation on the tap token Spooky. What do you think it'll be? Obviously, I think it's going to be like I think they're going to have a 2 token system, kind of similar to track and tap. And I think Ghosty holders potentially get this spooky airdrop. Guys, this is complete speculation. I want to talk to this team so badly. I want them on the show because I have no idea what they're going to do. But my speculation is that spooky token will be airdropped to the Ghosty holders. Spooky will run as their reward token for staking your Ghosty. Again, opening up more situations for BitFi Summer. Ghosty being a tap token has a BRC20. And I think this is huge. I think this is another aspect of we're going to see in the future. And not only could potentially, Ghosty could be that validator that I do that third party on, and I earn the spooky token as well. So that would be my top choice when I was thinking of the validator and locking up to earn another token. It was this, and I would love to take my 5,000 track, put it in Ghosty, lock up my track, earn the spooky token and the tap rewards at the same time. I think that would be absolutely amazing.
That would be pretty sick. That would be pretty crazy. Obviously we need more information, right?
Yes.
Like we're painting this picture of what would be like a good scenario.
Take our idea and run with it, right? Let's do it.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's a part of the game, right? Like the speculation. Big part of it. Obviously, there has to be a distinction between this is speculation, this is information that came out from the team and stuff. But yeah, and so I can't really think of another tap project that Spooky would go to. Right? It would be really weird if it was like another project. But
Ghosty came out and said the word spooky, so it's pretty obvious at this point, right? But the fact that they're going to keep Ghosty, that's the only question. Are they just going
exactly. Are they
one it and then that kind of like what Traverse did, it just no longer exists.
Well, and I think that that could be risky if they did that. If they were like, okay, bridge to burn to, and then because like BRC20's modular system built out, and this is what I was speculating on and envisioning like months ago was like this multi-meta protocol ecosystem, right? So where they carve out their own ecosystems and stuff. But like for Ghosty, they could be like, okay, that ecosystem could take off, and us we have to have a tap token, right? So maybe we use this for governance, the other one we use for something else, right? They'll figure it out. They're obviously they're a smart team. They're one of the best in terms of bringing a product to solve a pain point in the space. I think they're like top 3 in that. So I'm excited to hear more information about it. We reached out to them again. They definitely are in communication with us. They've just been really, really busy. But yeah, I'm excited about Spooky to see what it has to do with the validator program and stuff like that.
And the reason why they're busy, they just got a crazy update. Faster TXOs, cheaper fees, 100% decentralization. Wow. I think the GHSY token, as long as they come out and say like, hey guys, like, you're gonna be able to stake the Ghosty token to earn Spooky. They come out and say that, Ghosty's going to the moon. This BRC20 is going to be top 5 in market cap, in my opinion. I am a Ghosty bull at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy though, because like remember when they first came out and people were like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sending my money, I ain't sending my Bitcoin to this address, and then I have to paste my address in there, and they kept at it. Like they even though like it was slow in the beginning, they got past that $1 million volume mark, and they said, hey, we hit $1 million, guys, we're still here, we're doing our thing. And then more and more the trust was built up, and people were using this solution. But what they're saying now is they're going to make everything better and decentralized. So are they taking this validator route, to make things decentralized? Whatever they're doing, they're confident enough to be able to post this. And I'll say that, like, from what I've seen with Ghosty's past, when they post something, they mean it. Like, they follow through with it. So I'm excited to see when these updates and upgrades are going to happen, because this could be a top 3 project out of Bitcoin DeFi. Heading into like the bull market. It could be
number 1.
Could be. Never
It
know,
could be,
right?
I mean, this Liquidium, Fluid, Traverse, like we could be seeing
Merlin, like, even though it's side chain,
100%,
still a BRC20.
It's the Merl token. We could be seeing the Aave, the MakerDAO, the really foundation of this BitFi summer that we're about to see, and I think we are super early to that. So shout out this. And the best part about Ghosty is that Track met Ghosty. Benny met the leader of Ghosty in our spaces on a Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, that was
was
cool.
like the best part. It was like they're talking, and we said it right after. We're like, we just our spaces creates partnerships, and that's awesome. That's a partnership that'd probably be one of the top partnerships in this entire ecosystem, which is amazing.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this real quick. Well, we've been kind of talking about Merlin for a little bit, so I don't want to spend too much time on this because we have a lot of other topics. But this was really good for you,
man,
and me, because I took a long position too. This is like
So-
it was the most wild thing, guys. Like we try to be as transparent as possible with you guys. Obviously, with like our wallets and all that stuff, you can find stuff on our website and all that. But my point that I'm trying to make is that with this play, it was literally one of those things to where I was like, Merle's gotten beat down like a lot, like since the release of two different, what was it, the allocations for staking in the seal, plus that FUD period and stuff like that. I was like, and then when Bitcoin started taking back off, I was like, oh, this could be like that first ascent into that first big leg into the bull market. I was like, I think we possibly have reached the bottom for Merle, which was at that 32 cents, maybe it got to. Is that what it got?
It was about 32 cents. We got in around 34 cents, right?
Yeah.
But the reason we got into look at this perfect cup and handle. Like, so
played out perfectly.
Dude, I mean, I was like, dude, doesn't this look like a cup? And if this comes down a little bit, isn't that like a handle? And we were both just looking at it like, and we're not TA guys. Like, we know enough.
Yeah.
We know enough to be dangerous, right? But we're not like huge, like
dangerous to ourselves too, guys.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
We don't copy trade us.
Yeah, we're not someone you would have copy trade, but this one was just like, it was one of those things where we both looked at each other and was like, the OKX paid 49 cents for this token, right? We're at 32 cents. We're getting in lower than they did. This is an easy long. We got my liquidation price is about 0.29, and then my entry here 0.348, and then the price right now is about 43 cents. And should I close this out? I mean, if I was smart, I probably should, but I'm stupid, so I'm gonna keep it, right? So, also, I mean, I put in about $2,000. I'm up 124% on it. I think I'm gonna hold this a little longer. I'm not paying much. I'm paying about $12 in borrow fees, which is really good rate. Surf that one. And I got a lot of questions on Twitter. Hey, where are you taking leverage at? And I don't normally take leverage. I'm not a leverage guy. I got beat too bad in the past, but I just think it's smart when you see something that you at least have a tool that you can use to make these these bets. And what I did was I just sold the Merle that I got for free from staking, and I just used that Bitcoin to get more Merle, right? So, and I just borrowed a little bit from Surf, and it's looking really good. I mean, look at the now. I'm up $3,100. I mean,
yeah. And guys, this could be a complete disaster tomorrow, same time. So we're not saying that we're the magic.
I want to get in now.
Anything.
Yeah.
That's not what we're saying here. So we're having some fun with this. So don't come back if Merle goes below 32 cents and say, you said the floor was this or the bottom was this cycle. Yeah. Guys, we're human too. Like, what I'm saying? We want to have a little bit of fun on the side. And I'm gonna be honest, like, if you have no experience at all studying leverage or anything like that, I actually advise against it. But none of this is financial advice at all, because this could get really, really dangerous. But if you are someone that has that experience, Surf.one has been a really good spot, in my opinion, at least with because you can long and short Ordi and Sats on here. You know what I mean? The only other places that I know of that you can do that is centralized exchanges.
Yeah. So like you can do like Merle, Solana, BNB, Ordi, and Sats right now. And I'm sure they're going to add some runes, which I'm excited for. But guys, just know that I'm not like this is 4.8 is degen me, right? Like don't do it. Just don't go higher than that, because my liquidation price was 5 cents. That could easily hit my liquidation price. I would have lost my $2,000. Done, gone forever, right? So, but I got lucky because I had 100% luck. Because it's hard, man. To say it won't hit 29 cents. I mean, we didn't freaking know. It was just one of those things where it was worth the gamble to me, and it paid out. But it could have easily went the other way. But I wouldn't go higher than 5x on any leverage play. So, but that's just my
Yeah.
opinion. You can do whatever.
And none
the
of this
hell
is
you want.
financial advice. You guys know
No.
that. We want to have fun a little bit too ourselves. And so that's the whole purpose of kind of us dabbling with that. But yeah, man, that was just fun. That little segment we did. I feel like
Yeah.
we showed like at least you showed your position and stuff, and we're just like, well,
Dude, I want to do more of that. I want to take like little bets, maybe a couple $100 here and there, and just kind of take daily bets. Maybe do it on one show. I gotta hit up the guys from Surf and be like, yo, sponsor the segment. That'd be fun.
For sure.
But
all right, guys, we're coming up close. We got about 10 minutes until the Ordinal After Hour, so I want to hit on a couple things, announcements type situations. So the Frogs are having a swamp space tonight. Chico Mo let me know. So if you guys are interested, you can join that at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then I want to go over something that's going to be really cool. I think it's going to blow some of y'all's minds here. But we are going to show you a beta version 2 of Foxy's Bitverse. And so let me get entered into this first, and then I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, man. So we had a meeting with the guys over at Foxy yesterday, and they were like, yo, check this out. And we were like, wow, you guys are building. And they showed us something cool in the game that we'll show you guys as well.
Yep. So I'm just going to take it down completely and put the game up. So here we go.
Yep.
All right. So this is the character that you get. It's really cool right here. So you can see, these little eggs here. And but you can shoot with you zoom in with the right button of the mouse to you can
every time you shoot you're breaking up, so stand still.
Stand still with my character
when you talk yeah, every time you shoot your audio
so you shoot with the left button here. You can zoom in with the right. To go forward, it's the WASZ controls. And then to run, you hold W and shift. So I'm telling you guys this because I think they're going to start opening it up soon, guys. But this is really, really cool. We were in this yesterday. Kimmy was killing me like every 2 seconds while I was trying to learn how to play it. So it wasn't really fair. But, you know, the whole clan battles and stuff should be coming up soon. So you can jump. You know, I'm hoping that they get this kind of similar to like Fortnite. Oh, by the way, this bit pet, you see the guy flying? If you hold F, then he helps you.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's like a flame. Yeah, and you can see like the flamethrower right there, kind of. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, so once they get this open for like live testing or like for the public, then they're gonna start doing the clan wars to where like groups on Twitter, you know, can you hear me?
Yeah, here you go.
Okay. Can have you know, wars against each other and stuff like that. Also, you have to have that bit pet in your wallet, the BRC 420, to be able to utilize it. And then there's going to be more like BRC 420s integrated into this world. So this is you know, kind of where we wanted to be, guys, like in terms of like, you know, a game type environment. I'm trying to exit out of here real quick though. There we go.
Can you show that one thing though?
What? Oh yeah. Let me get there. Hold on. Let me see if I can get back there. All right, let's see. I gotta find it.
You don't know where it's at?
Oh, there it is. I know where it's at. Dude, this world is pretty big.
It's huge, man. It definitely gives you that Fortnite feel. You know, obviously it's in early days, guys. So, you know, take this as pretty beta. So I mean, if they can just, you know, kick out some bugs and, you know, the visuals are going to get better. I don't know. I'm very bullish on Foxy, man.
Yeah. And I think they're coming out with like their TGE. They have their Foxy Tap token coming out too. So I don't know, you know, you just kind of use your imagination how they're going to integrate things. But I'm so glad no one else is in here right now because literally, like, there's people testing this, and I can't even do anything because like they just like murk me the whole time.
I thought you were good at games, bro.
I mean, I was okay at Fortnite for a while, but I'm like having a hard time like trying to guide this guy. All right, hold on. Shizzy wants me to
dark alleyways.
Yeah, it's somewhere around here. Trying to butt. You looking for some drugs?
Trying to buy some stuff? Yeah, seriously, that's what it feels like. Yeah, he's like, yo, I got some puppets. I got some ketamine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
pop
to.
out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
it's all
find
good.
it later. But anyways, what he wanted to show is that we do have our own little space in there, Ordinal Revolution space. But yeah, let me get out of this so I'm not frozen anymore.
Yeah, Mona, yes, it's a Bitcoin game. That's the best part. It's Foxy's building on Bitcoin. You can be able to earn rewards and stuff like that through Foxy, and probably their Foxy token from playing the game. It could be some play to the win. We don't know. It's speculation, but that's usually what happens in crypto games. So
yeah. So I mean, to me, this is really cool. Because I was asking people, I was like, what game should we showcase? And I was actually really horrible at controlling the guy just now, but maybe we'll get someone else that can control him better. But it was fun last night. I did kill a couple people. Once my focus was in the game, but I think it will be cool once they iron out some of the smoothness and then also be able to distinguish the differences between the clans. And it's going to be cool when you can add BRC20 weapons and stuff, or BRC420 weapons. And if you have to connect your Unisat wallet to it too, guys, or a wallet. So, and you can build your own bitmap world. So if you want people to play in your bitmap, you could do that. So yeah, cool. I mean, it makes me smile because this is something that I think can bring the space together, and have different groups and communities play against each other and have fun.
Yep. So quick, Cindy says, link please, but we're not allowed to give it out yet, right?
Yeah, we're not allowed yet. But if you are in the Ordinal Revolution community, so join our Discord because we will have early access for y'all. So y'all will have we'll do a sign up probably for how many people they allow us to give early access to. So make sure you join our Discord and look out for that announcement.
100%. And Yazir goes, I delisted my BitPets. You need it for playing the game. You don't need it, but it'll definitely help you.
Yeah, it gives you that, because without it, you're going to just be the guy. So you'll have your weapon, the default weapon and stuff, but with the BitPet, then you get so for example, if you're just surrounded by 3 guys, you can press F and he's throwing the flamethrower while you're trying to shoot. Stuff like that.
Yep.
Right. What else we got here?
I think that's everything that we hit on so far.
Yeah, maybe we can get into the Q&A a little bit early before he gets in, and then split it back up. So, okay, guys, make sure that you continue to put your questions in the chat. We are going to hit those up a little bit before Abdul gets in. And then if you have any questions about Traverse 2, please put those in so he can answer those directly. But all right, we're going to go first with Yashir, and he says, okay, hey, people.
Got this one earlier.
Yes, yep, we hit that one. And then the next one here.
Oh, yeah. Let me get this real quick. Mac and Cheese, BRC 420 did the refunds yesterday. So if you sent in your music ordinal, you should check that wallet because you got that Bitcoin, and they post it on their X account that is in. So shout out those guys. I'm just very relieved that it's over. You know what I mean, for that. But it was a cool experiment. That's all. And obviously in the space, we're going to see a lot of experiments not go as well as people think, but it's really cool that team sacrificed, a lot to get that going. And now, now they hold, they don't hold your funds anymore. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, well, some people were like, no, I'm not going to do it. I want to keep this as an artifact, which is cool because it is like a digital artifact at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're getting burned. So I was going to I have 20. I was going to send them in. I'm like, I might as well just keep them, see what happens, right? So
yeah, for sure. Guys, we got 312 people in here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm also hitting on some comments too. They're not questions. Like Johnny Utah says, Schumer just wants to send your Bitcoin to Ukraine, so got to make it legit.
That might be comment of the day. That was good.
Crypto Mona X says, greetings from the Arctic part of Russia. Okay, wow. Siberia, I imagine. Oh wow, man, awesome, dude. That's awesome to know that we got community members from
all over the world,
part of the world. Yeah. Oh, all right. Looks like Abdul just joined us. We're gonna pause here and we'll get back to these questions. Abdul, how are you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? How's it going? I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for joining us. And guys, this is our Security Wednesday segment brought to you by Traverse Labs. And Abdul is a member of the Traverse team, a main member. And Abdul, we wanted to bring you up to kind of first let people, get to know you and familiarize your face, right? Being a part of the Traverse team, as well as kind of explaining just from a high level of what Traverse is and how it, benefits the space. If you don't mind starting there.
Yeah, let's start with Traverse. Traverse is, what we like to say, the simplest and really safest way to store your Bitcoin assets. There is no comparison on exactly the Traverse features and what Traverse aims to do to the space. And the reason for its existence is really to solve the problem of asset hijack exploits. Our mission is to eliminate those exploits on Bitcoin right now and expanding into other chains in the future, and really to simplify the self-custody process and experience that many users, especially new users to crypto, find difficult. You could potentially click on any random link. You could fall victim to, let's say, a social engineering scam by an individual who aims to take your assets. You could click on a random Discord link. Malicious actors are always out there. Whenever there's liquidity in the market, whenever there's opportunity for someone to essentially take your assets away from you, there's always going to be more malicious actors in that avenue. And Traverse really does stand between your Bitcoin assets and anyone who tries to take them from you and take advantage of you.
Awesome.
We met Kareem. Kareem is your lead tech guy over there. What is your role with Traverse?
Yeah, I do pretty much everything else. Traverse is a smaller team, so you can think of, networking with individuals, partnerships, foundational base, some of the marketing stuff. So anything that's really not tech or correlated to like either the front end or the back end, I typically take care of those and take a look at them.
Nice. Okay, so some people will say, well, I have a ledger and that's kind of where I want to put my assets. And we know that ledgers can't detect, because they don't have the indexer within the hardware to detect the ordinals and stuff. So could you kind of maybe talk about one or two points of how Traverse is, a better option than a typical hardware wallet?
Yeah, I want to say like the first thing is Ledger isn't going to protect you against a phishing link, malicious actors, or exploiters. So we actually do have a video live on our Twitter where we connect our Ledger to OpenSea, and we interact with a malicious link in Discord, directly linked to OpenSea. It's a community that's called Treeless Characters, had thousands of ETH worth of volume, cumulative volume. And whenever you connect your wallet to that link, you're actually drained. So we connected our Ledger and we were drained there. So number one thing to realize is that Ledger does not essentially solve the problem of human error. It does not solve the problem of malicious links or actors. You could potentially leave that Ledger in your drawer and store it there without interacting with any of your assets. And yeah, it would definitely be a point of protection there. However, it doesn't also solve for the issue of the private key being compromised. So even if the ledger's key was compromised, people would still be able to access your assets. And this is something that Traverse simply doesn't have. So even if someone takes a hold of your wallet, even if your entire wallet was drained, exploited, private key was compromised, no one is able to access your assets that are safely secured in your Traverse vaults except you. So assets are owned by you and you alone. No one else owns anything. And the best thing about Traverse is you can create as many vaults as you like. So potentially an infinite number of vaults could be created. And the way to think about that is as if you're creating an infinite number of hardware wallets, all connected to one wallet address and all protected by our security layer, which is on-chain MFA. So simplest way to think of Traverse, just simply secure your assets there by depositing them into your vault address. And whenever you want to make a withdrawal, confirm your MFA codes. MFA right now is email and authenticator, and soon you'll be able to use your passkeys. So think of passkey devices, think of Face ID, or think of biometrics, so fingerprints, for example.
Gotcha. I think that's going to be huge.
Awesome.
Biometrics. So, well, we wanted to kind of go through like the very first step of creating an account, and I'm going to put an OG pass and another ordinal in a security vault. And so I'm going to share my screen here. And if you could walk me through this, I think this would be really beneficial for the audience here. All right. So let's go full screen here. Okay. So first step, I imagine, is launch app. Oh,
Yes.
wait, first step you want to go to is traverselabs.io, which is the website. And then you go to launch it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So before that as well, if someone is a bit interested in diving into Traverse, we'll put our link tree. We'll make sure the link tree is visible on the site soon. Has our CertIC audits, fully open source GitHub, so you can check out the code yourself as well. 3 times audited by CertIC. So sorry about that.
No worries. I think that's great information. All right, so we're going to kick it off here. We launch app. All right, ultimate asset management platform. So we're going to launch. Well, I got to make sure I'm in Bitcoin. Well, and you guys fixed that. You defaulted to that, so that's great. And
Did
then
they? It's now default to Bitcoin. Let's go.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to connect with my Unisat wallet here because that's what I'm using. And then it just confirms to verify ownership. I'm going to log in. So I will sign here. All right. So I'm going to nickname this. Yeah. Go ahead.
And like the nickname option for anyone out there just wants to quickly create an account, it is completely optional. It's up to you. You can avoid this. You can avoid selecting display currency. You don't have to do it if you want to make sure it's fast.
All right. I'm just going to name it OG here. I'm just going to skip this part.
Oh, yeah, put it in Bitcoin. It's the only real currency there. Right there. It was the four down.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah,
there it is. Okay. Hit next. And then MFA email. All right. So let me make sure I got my Gmail here.
So your MFA with Traverse right now, it's composed of 2 different codes. First one is your email, which is exactly what Tiago B is inputting right now. And the other one is an authenticator. We'll dive into the authenticator when we get there, but it's simply a code.
Gotcha. So then they will send the code here. There's the code. All right. I'm going to verify. Oh
yeah. You need to
paste it in first and then verify. Exactly. All right. And then this is the second step, right? So
yeah. And like for anyone who is worried about losing your authenticator, you can import the same exact key or the same exact QR code into multiple devices. And there are even like browser extensions on Chrome, like the authenticator browser extension, which simply allow you to take a screenshot of that QR address and it's automatically added. So that's something to note as well. Yeah, in your case, Yagobi, you're setting up a new account. So anyone who, for example, lost access to the private key of the wallet that they created their Traverse vaults with, they would connect to Traverse and they would select recover another account instead of proceeding with creating a new one.
Gotcha. So that's if you lose your steps
private key
to getting a private key. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha. That's if, for example, you completely lost access to this wallet that you just created your Traverse vaults with, and you want to recover your vaulted assets. So this is something that differentiates Traverse from a lot of the hardware wallet solutions out there. There's simply no recovery. Private key being compromised is the point of exploit that breaks many of these hardware wallets, and Traverse solves for that. So where you're at here, Yagobi, is your recovery prompt. So this is exactly if your wallet gets compromised or if you lose access to the private key. You could either choose to create your security questions, which are completely customizable. Traverse stores the questions. We don't store the answers. Or you can go ahead with a standard 12-phrase mnemonic. So it's up to you.
Gotcha. So I could just basically write these down.
Well, you don't have to.
You could.
You're good.
You don't.
You can just go back to this video.
That's true. Everybody sees it. All right, I'm gonna hit finish.
Yeah, just to be clear though, if someone has those 12 words in mnemonic and they import it into like Xverse, Unisat, or any other wallet, you're not going to be able to access those assets. So don't think you can outsmart Traverse there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You
Yeah,
can try.
we're purposely
Try
showing you
and-
guys
yeah.
the words, so we're not making a mistake here.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I just set everything up, right?
You just
Yeah,
did.
good.
Now the only
Go to
thing you
vault.
can see, exactly, the view vaults.
All right. So I'm gonna click View Vaults, and then what?
Create a vault.
Now create a vault.
All right. So I'll name this OG Anti-Frog, and I will create this vault.
So you can create as many vaults as you like, and at the same time, like some of the reasons why people might want to create more vaults is, for example, you want to organize your your vaults by type, asset type. So one of them could be like BRC20 for a lot of these whales. One of them could be ordinals, DMT, TAP, runes.
Runes. Yep.
You can sort by collections. You can do whatever you want. It's completely up to you.
Gotcha. All right. So now do I click on this vault that I
Yes.
created? Okay. All right. Now what do I do next?
Now you can see that your vault has an address which is underneath the name. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Exactly. And at the same time, you can access this by clicking on the freeze button. So you can access the vault's address there as well. So what you're doing here is you're simply transferring your assets from your wallet, so think Unisat, Xverse, OKX, into this vaulted address. That way, our security layer activates and secures your assets, even if your private key was compromised, you were drained. So whatever happens to your hot wallet that you created your account with Traverse and your vaults, nothing's going to happen to your vaulted address. Absolutely nothing. Just to
Gotcha.
be clear.
Okay. All right. So how do I add the items?
So you're gonna hit
Yeah,
the,
now-
the address, copy it, and take it to your wallet,
Exactly.
Okay. So,
Yep.
So I
Copy.
would copy that.
and then go to your,
Alright.
your normal wallet, your whatever Xverse, whatever you're using for this.
Okay.
There you go, and then you're gonna send that to that address.
Exactly. Yes. Now you're
Done.
just going to wait for the block to be confirmed, and you will see that your asset has been transferred to your vault successfully. So now it's secured.
I'm going to send all these over.
So for
Confident, ain't you?
yeah, we are. We are quite confident, and one of the reasons for that is, in addition to our code actually being open source, Certic Audit, confident in our dev Kareem. At the same time, you can actually check out live Hack Me challenges on Traverse's Twitter account. So we still have our Hack Me challenge with 0.14 Bitcoin, where we gave away our wallet's private key that you can check out, and we
If I
also
was
have
looking for
a
that-
smaller one. Yeah.
Where would it be?
It would be a bit down. I want to say probably May 8th, I think, if I remember correctly.
May
So this is a
16th,
Naka Pepe one. Yeah.
May 16th.
Awesome. So that's pretty easy. So that pretty much now I just have to wait to get confirmation that they're in my vault and
Yes.
the blocks are confirmed.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. So
It's probably May 8th, Yagovi.
Okay.
So
I'm almost
probably
there.
one more day.
Is it there?
This one, yes. This one, exactly. So here we're just showing you the video where we're importing the private key, and in the thread, so in the Twitter post, you can try it out. So import the private key of this wallet, connect to Traverse, and try to withdraw the assets. So we had some some participants create a lot of vaults as well in that account. So look for a Hack Me vault that has a green logo. The logo is displayed here in this video, so you'll be able to see it. Yeah, here we're just showing you the process.
And basically what we did. Oh, cool. That's all the vaults.
Yep, this is the Hack Me vault, the one that's in green, and it has the 0.14 Bitcoin. So honestly, just go ahead, try it out, and see if you
Someone
can
hack
break into a
this.
Traverse vault.
someone hack this. Get that free 0.14
Ooh,
Bitcoin.
60 V bytes. Ooh, I remember those days. Now
Yep.
it's like 6 and 8.
Whoa, what's all that?
Yes. So all of this is really just us trying to show you that nothing's going to transfer out of your vault unless you input the correct MFA codes.
Gotcha.
So we were just pressing pressing enter, trying to click on the front end, see if there's any way to withdraw them. There's absolutely zero way to withdraw them. So we're quite confident in what Traverse does.
So is it 3 blocks or just 1 block to where you can see them in the vault?
Regular, just 1 block, regular.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're still waiting on that, but definitely appreciate the breakdown. I feel like that was very, very easy. That was my first time. Actually, Shizzy's done like several vaults, but I wanted to do
like
it
3 or 4
myself live.
Awesome.
And just to make sure that you guys saw me do one as well. But if you don't mind hanging out with us for a little bit longer, we're going to jump into some questions. There were some questions thrown in there for you as well. So we can actually start with those. And it was Yashir. And Yashir says, as the question for Mr. Abdul, is the vault we have in Traverse, in fact, a virtual locker or a cold storage consisting of several vaults? Please elaborate.
Yeah, so if I understood this question, Yashir, it is not a cold storage consisting of several vaults. So it's not like a cold wallet solution where Traverse like transfers these assets into something like Ledger and just provides you with an interface. No, you can think of it as a multi-sig, but instead of requiring signatures of other wallet addresses, it requires signatures of your MFA codes as the confirmations. So if you were thinking something like Binance or a regular centralized exchange where some of them could be depositing some of your assets into a cold wallet and just providing you with that interface to trade on, it's not the same now. Our GitHub elaborates on this, so it's in our link tree. I'll make sure to shoot it in the chat as well, and it's directly pinned on our Twitter for you to check out.
Yep. And Shizzy, can we put the GitHub in the description of the live today?
Yeah,
so they have it. Awesome. All right. And then his last question for you is, does the Traverse Labs have a protocol in case the email authenticator and the vault info of a user is lost because of the user's hardware broken and he or she does not have access to his email?
Yeah, so in terms of what makes Traverse a non-custodial and decentralized platform is that your email and authenticator is something that is owned by you. It is not something that could be recovered through Traverse. We are working on a solution for that. But the benefit of having an email and authenticator is that there's more points of compromise, and at the same time, you're able to set them up across multiple devices. So that's something that you should definitely keep in mind. Import your authenticator code into multiple devices and make sure to have access to that email, because Traverse, as a nature of non-custodial and decentralized, simply cannot recover these information from you. If we allow you to recover those, if we allow you to recover your email and authenticator, which we are open to checking out a 1 out of 2 recovery option where you could recover either your email or authenticator, check those details out, it would become more of custodial. And that is not something that's within the ethos of crypto, and not something that Traverse would like to see advancing, at least.
Yeah, it would kind of go against the point, right, guys? Because I think the whole point of people initially building their trust in Traverse is the fact that, it is non-custodial. They're offering these services without them, having to meddle in and have that control over your assets. And so it would go against the whole point of it. So yeah, I think that's going to be more of like a maintenance thing. Yeah, sure. Like make sure that you have your backups, make sure you have a backup to that email password, or that, if worst case scenario, you have a plan. Because a non-custodial, they have a limitation of how far they can go to help you with that, and the whole point is because they don't want to have control over your funds or your assets.
And we are working on additional options for both recovery and security. So in terms of MFA, you can think of what's coming soon is, instead of your email and authenticator, you could use your passkeys. So passkeys could be a device, could be Face ID, biometrics, Recovery, I mean, we did at some point have a plan for optional KYC recovery, and this is still something that we are taking a close look at. However, you do have to recognize that this is a custodial solution, at least for now, for anything optional KYC. We could take a look at, for example, like having you upload your ID, and then we can encrypt it, and that way it's not stored with Traverse, everything done on chain. That is something that we could offer, and something I could say we are working on. So yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, maybe there'll be like an opt-in type of situation for later, to where they understand what they're opting into and all that good stuff. But all right, well, that looks like the questions, immediate questions about Traverse. So we're going to dive into some other questions about the entire live stream here. So we're going to go to Crypto Hot News next. And he says, if you have to choose one altcoin with market cap lower than 100 million, but not on Bitcoin's ecosystem, which will that be? I wish I read that whole question.
So not on Big. So we're not going to answer. We're going to pretend the second part of that question is not there. So if you had to choose one altcoin market cap lower than 100 million, I would choose Ghosty. Ghosty's at the $10 million market cap right now. I'm super bullish on that. The second part of the question, we don't play those games.
Obviously, this is all like speculation and personal opinion, not anything for y'all to take advice with. But like, I think the tap ecosystem is something to look into, because there's a lot of, I mean, even Traverse has a smaller market cap, and they're really getting their marketing out and education out. Same thing with Ghosty. Foxy has something coming up, so there's a ton to choose from in our ecosystem. Obviously you have the Rune stuff as well, so there's a lot of options there. I'm not going to pick one, because I feel like there's just too many to choose from.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
Okay, here's a good one. Dog or Merle token easier to be listed on Binance?
Merle, I think, because it's already listed on OKX. Dog doesn't have the money behind it. That's why it's not on OKX right now. Merle they put a portion of the supply on the side for exchange listings. So, if I had one of the two here, it's obviously Merle. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah, I think it might be easier from like the hurdles possibly, but I think Dog gets on there first for some reason, and I think it's because like the focus is like Binance keeps putting out these articles about Rune's token. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, I just feel like they get on there first. I do think Merlin token gets on there eventually, but I think that just because it's in the spotlight right now, I think that they get on there first. You got an opinion on that, Abdul?
I think I echo like the same sentiments as Merlin. I think Merlin token is easier to be listed on Binance, and it's just because exchanges already support it. They don't have to upgrade their systems and their ticker, especially their ticker systems, to support Rune token related names as well. Well, that's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes logical sense. We like logic around here. All right. And then we got Johnny Utah. He says, do you guys think VDEX will be operational for BitFi summer?
Yes, we know it'll be operational probably by the next 2 or 3 weeks. We are advisors for that team, and they're doing big things. And right now it's just a matter of the bridge. They're just kind of working with the Merlin team right now, and it's looking like it's going to be a lot sooner than later. But to give a perfect day on that we're going to leave that up to that team.
Yeah, I think they are going to announce a date soon, though. We just aren't going to be the ones to do that, because it's not, in our place to do that. And also, is there an official date when BitFi summer starts?
Yeah, it starts today.
Okay, that's what I thought. We got people on the show. It starts when Abdul is on the show. Traverse is doing some great things.
Obviously, summer starts Memorial Day, right? That's when we here in the U.S. start celebrating the summer. So I think BitFi summer is going to correlate with the actual summer. So
yeah, it could be definitely a very, very fun summer, guys. We got 315 people in here. We need Abdul on the show more often. He's bringing his audience, man. Love it.
Appreciate you guys.
Ichitoshi says, when Dog 10 cents. I don't know
Tuesday.
if that's possible.
Tuesday.
Is that possible?
No, it's
What's
not.
the market cap at that point? Like
It'll be higher than Bitcoin.
Gotcha. All right. Ishitoshi follows up with, if Merle pumps, do you feel Voya might recover, or is that gone? This is a good question, because people are wondering about the other ecosystem tokens in there. I think if Merle pumps for that chain, everything benefits. I mean, most things benefit, but I don't think we see the same. I don't know. Do you think we get back to Voya's top? What was it, 60, 70 million market cap?
Yeah, I think we're entering a period where the meme coins kind of go away. Voya is just a meme that was airdropped to everyone who was early to Merlin. I think we're gonna enter a cycle where the teams actually mean something again. I think that's going to be coming real quick, and that's why B5 Summer is all about that, in my opinion. And so no, I don't think Voya gets anywhere near to its all-time high anytime soon. Maybe in the latter part of the bull run, but in the I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, my question, I want to ask Abdul here. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Merlin too much, but in terms of what Shizzy just said, the meme token craze fading out and then utility kind of being pushed to the forefront for BitFi Summer. Objectively speaking, because obviously you represent a utility project that has a token, do you see that happening? Because that's kind of what happened last cycle, right? Like where utility started to show up. Do you think we replicate that this cycle?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I do have a biased opinion on this, and I think, for example, today Track released their validator notes where they detailed, the participation of some of the projects into the validation program, 3,000 different validator options that are available, and the cost of some of these validators and the rounds. I think in general, utility tokens have a learning curve, so there's an obstacle for a lot of people, which comes with an understanding of what the project does and what the token itself, that utility token, plays a part of in those ecosystem. So meme tokens have less of a barrier, less of need to actually understand what even is going on, right? It's just hype based, it's community based, and to be honest, it's quite social based. So less learning curve. I think meme tokens will always be there. I think like we grew up on memes, right? On the internet, we understand the references, we understand the pepes, what these pepes are. So I think they'll always be easy to pump.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good breakdown. Yeah, I kind of see that happening maybe towards the middle of the summer or middle of BitFi Summer. I think the memes will kind of show up first because of Runes has so many, and there's like strategic planning, I'm sure, happening with those teams. But then I do think like, the diamonds in the rough start to show up, and it's like now it's like you have some bigger whales that like kind of also exemplify these utility narratives and stuff as well. So it should be fun, that's for sure. Opa Lala says, I want to long Merle. Can I use Surf on mobile? I'm not sure. I haven't used it on mobile. Have you?
I wouldn't. I guess you could use your MetaMask. Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't use MetaMask. Go to Surf that one. I'll try it and I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah. And then Johnny Utah says, Merle breaking out looks good for the ecosystem. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Very true. That's what my whole point was, though. Was that like when the main token, does well, then others definitely can as well. Opa Lala says, BitPet on BRC 420 or Magic Eden, they are the same. So they're just both exchanges have them both. So, all right. We got a couple more here, guys. Superfan, I wanted to highlight this. He said, I want to thank you guys for the dev spotlight. I tweeted some video of it and I got a nice wave of followers. Thanks to you guys. Salute. I appreciate it. Yeah. Small builders in the space, grassroots, and I mean Traverse was like that too. I remember Traverse was like that last year, and We want to highlight those because it's easy for VC-backed projects to get marketing and eyeballs on them, but the community builders and the smaller grassroots builders, those are the ones that need it the most. And so we're going to start doing that probably once or twice a week, try to find community builders. So if you guys want to submit some to our Discord or anything, we'll definitely take a look. Are we, did we get the subtitles thing added? It says, will subtitles be available after the broadcast?
I gotta work on it. I'll work on it.
Okay. All right. I think this is the last question, and it's for you, Mr. Abdul. It says, is Traverse thinking about linking the wallet that is eligible for airdrop for holding a token or ordinal, but allow the user to have the asset in the vault? You think it is technically possible?
So on the airdrop part, it is possible. So if, for example, you secure an asset within a Traverse vault, your airdrop will be there in your vault. So no issues with airdrops. In terms of whitelists and access to some of these community chats, which require Metrica for signing and verification. So this is something we are actively working on. The main differentiator of Traverse vaults is it is not a wallet that you're actually able to sign with. So your vault is not ridden of the signature, but it's not a vault address that you can sign anything with. And that's where the obstacle comes with projects and verification systems like Metrica. So we are actively working on a solution for that. However, airdrops is it works completely fine. Just secure it there, you'll get the airdrop within the vault.
Yeah,
awesome.
And that's something that me and Yago, we were actually just talking about, because our friend Knox has given our pass holders a whitelist for his upcoming project, and
Alpha.
That's Alpha there. We haven't announced it yet, but it's just something, if you've stayed 1 hour and 30 minutes into the show, you kind of get. If you do own if you do own a pass, so we got to figure out something. So guys, you have until June 10th to put your pass in the vault to get the Traverse airdrop, and then we're probably gonna figure out a way to kind of get you that whitelist. Maybe we can give Knox your wallet address of a different wallet address if you have your vault in there. So we're going to come up with a way to kind of keep your pass in Traverse, but at the same time make sure you get that whitelist for our friends over at SkullX. So and we have a couple of projects we're talking to the same way, because we're physically giving them the list ourselves, so we can just, this is your vault, this is your vault. So we're going to figure out a way to make sure if you do have a pass in there, that you will get all your,
like it'll show up on BRC 420. So the way that they have it, it's once it goes to the vault, that address now will be in the BRC 420 list. So I'll grab them how I normally do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, because the vault address won't be able to get the whitelist, because there's no way to connect Magic Eden to the vault.
Oh, that's right.
So we're gonna have to figure out a way to where we get the vault. Whoever has a vault gets their other wallet address. Maybe that's something you guys can work on the back end. Maybe kind of like give us what wallet is connected
associated with the address,
associated with it, something like that. Because if we can get that, that would be just easy.
Yeah, we could
do that. We could do that with ease. And just one thing to note is that if you do have some of your assets secured within Traverse, a temporary solution until we figure out something with Metrica or some of these other verification systems is to simply withdraw the asset around the time of the snapshot. Just let the snapshot pass by in the wallet that you want to mint with, and just resecure it back into your Traverse vault. You will incur network fees. I mean, thankfully, right now they're quite low, right? So take advantage of that.
100%.
Yep. And really quick, I want to show, before we let you go, Abdul, you can see my assets are safe and sound. I can sleep very calmly at night now because they're in my Traverse security wallet there, guys. One confirmation, and they get entered into your security vault. So
you can see the BRC. It is quite nice. And I just wanted to say, like, the BRC 420s, we are actively working on displaying them properly. It will come very soon. Right now, it is a taproot address, right? So you could throw in whatever you want to throw in there. However, what I can tell you in terms of like complete assets that are supported and displayed properly within your vault, you can think of Bitcoin, ordinals, cursed inscriptions, BRC 20s, TAP, DMT, Rune support coming very soon, and BRC 420s, you can withdraw them just fine. The only thing is you got to recognize that the display isn't proper right now. We're just working with our provider, API provider for that. So that's think best in slot to just display them properly as soon as possible.
Sounds good.
Awesome. We appreciate you, Abdul, for joining us on Security Wednesday. This information is so valuable and to educate the space. We want to keep pushing security, and Traverse has the best option for that right now. And so we appreciate you joining us, and we will talk soon.
Thank you so much, guys. And if anyone has any more questions, just DM us, shoot it wherever you want to shoot it. Ping us on Discord within the Ordinal Revolution Discord. Join our Traverse Discord. I mean, you can find us in so many places. Just ask. We're always ready to provide you with answers. So take care, and I appreciate you guys for letting me join. And thank you so much for everyone listening.
Sounds good, man. We'd love to have you back maybe next week if you're interested, but if we'll talk.
It would be a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
See you, bud.
Take care.
Bye.
That was fun, exciting. It was awesome. I love those guys at Traverse, man. That's why I think that's why their product is a partner of ours, because it's safe. It's just something another aspect of of security, and we just hate when people and I don't want to keep throwing his name out there, like people like Mr. Sheedy and stuff who
or like you
or whatever, or like me. Right?
You last week, bro. No, just kidding.
Hey, I'm Shizzy, bro. You can't be doing that stuff. But even like me, because I do practice proper wild hygiene, but even I got I clicked on something and it wasn't good. I lost a few pandas, and I cry about it at night. But it's something I got to deal with, and know that if I put my pandas in that vault, they would have been safe. But real quick for your leave, I kind of want to show this. This has been absolutely insane.
That's nuts, bro.
1% on my Merle log. Should I close it out right here,
dude? Like, do you think that's probably been one of the best ones we've hit recently? Like, I mean, we talked like our Node Monks was like really good hit. This one was a pretty damn.
Well,
good
the Node
hit,
Monk
dude.
was like it was like 80.
That was a really good hit. That was a really good hit.
Yeah, but this one that's pretty big, man. It's nice, But guys, I wouldn't go long now. Do whatever you want to do.
You don't buy huge green candles. You don't do anything we say anyways, because we're not.
Yeah, don't listen to two guys on the internet who get their wallets compromised. Why would you do that? Use Traverse to keep your stuff safe.
Listen to Traverse. Listen to Traverse. Man, what a great show today, guys.
It was fun.
I just want to thank the audience and the community. You guys show up for us every day. Whether it's from Twitter or YouTube, and y'all make this possible. So we want to thank you guys, as well as our partners. They make it possible too, but you guys are definitely like the core of our show and what we do every day. So we want to thank you.
Yep. And guys, go check out ordinalrevolution.com. Really supports the show. Just go to the website. If you guys can just go to the website every day, just click it. It just looks good for our stats. No, I'm just playing. But we do have some amazing articles there. Definitely check out those articles. And then if you've gone, we're going to be in Bitcoin Nashville. We have our places booked. We're ready. I haven't booked my flight yet, but I'll probably be doing it this week or next week. If you're going to Bitcoin Nashville, if you want to actually get in the conference, we have a 20% off coupon up there that again supports the show. And if you're going to Bitcoin Nashville, rock some Ordinals gear. We have a bunch of new stuff. Y'all could be just at it, and I'll be adding some stuff as well. Some Dog Go to the Moon and stuff like that. So check out our store there. And if you're going to Nashville, make sure you're rocking that gear. If not from us, make sure it's from someone else to really show the maxis that Ordinals are here to stay. Because I think that's because I want to give a big statement, because last year in Miami, there was just a few people, right? This year we're gonna have hundreds and hundreds. We want to be the majority down there, Ordinals holders. Show the maxis that we ain't going nowhere. So I don't want to keep harping on that, but that's something that would be really cool to see. Like everyone just rocking like a puppet, a shirt, or whatever. That'd be just cool to see.
Yep, I expect it. I definitely expect the Ordinals energy to be consuming a lot of the conference this year. So
100%. And guys, go check out our partners, Fluid Tokens, Rothium Dex, Traverse Labs. These guys are, again, they help us, be full-time Ordinal Revolution. So we're able to come here every single day with you guys, and check us out tomorrow Thursday, Thursday's gonna be a really good show. Thursdays have been one of our best shows. This week it might have been Wednesday. I think we killed it, but last Thursday was a big show for us. So definitely check out tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Pacific, and 4 p.m.
UTC.
UTC. Yep. So shout out to you guys, everyone who joins us, and we'll hit the music. See you guys.
Peace.
We OG, oh no OG. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got D or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got D or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.